Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome back to Under a Killing Moon, where I'm feeling a strange sort of, I don't know if it's undeserved confidence, or the confidence you have when you're, which is born out of ignorance. But I am currently in the belief that I have everything I need in order to win the game. Everything in my inventory is ready for me to finish this game. Especially considering the fact that the next destination is the Bastion of Sanctity. Which, let's go take a stop by. See if we can deal with the Chameleon. Once and for all. Also without getting killed. Though I'm sure,
I heard that some rich guy a few years back bought the remaining pieces of an ancient European castle. This must be the place. As I approach the coordinates given in the shredded note from GRS, I see a massive structure jutting out from a deeply forested area. The bastion looks like a medieval castle, but there's nothing romantic about this place. It seems to lay there, a festering evil, like a paper cut gone bad. From here I can get a good look at the Chameleon. He's pacing around, smoking like a brush fire and talking to himself. I don't know what he's smoking, but he looks higher than an infield fly. I've got to distract him somehow and get him out of the room. Then I'll figure out a way to get him out of here for good. It's the Chameleon. Looks like he's enjoying his rich imported cigarette. Maybe I can get him to stop smoking permanently. First, I'll have to create some sort of a smoke screen to get him out of the main room.
Okay, so thusly there goes my confidence. I have to somehow get him out of the room, and I don't exactly know how that's done. Also, something I don't think I really talked about the last time is there was that weird thing where, like, the Chameleon's head was floating around in a revolving 3D cube. I think that's the only time that's used in, like, that time, and then there's going to be another time in this game. But Under a Killing Moon is the only game that uses that.
The Chameleon has Elena in a laser field. The effect of the beam is probably keeping her sedated. With the Chameleon out of the way, I can find out how to shut it off. Even the chandelier looks evil. That roaring fire makes me wish I'd brought fixins for s'mores.
S'mores? Would you like to get some s'mores?
I almost bought some chairs just like these at my neighbor's garage sale.
Alright, let's see if there's a... Nope. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's how you know this castle you're in is evil. I'm guessing I can't enter that room without death. So let us explore this area.
This door appears to be sealed shut. I guess I'll need to look somewhere else.
Huh.
Well, I'll be darned. That's Uncle Morty, and he was not a handsome man.
He had like two ghouls coming off of him.
That's an odd place for a vase. I wonder if I could use it as a distraction.
Like, as a means of getting it knocked down? I've got this bandana, though, and I have no idea what the bandana is for. Oh, hello, fellows.
Two antique knights. I'll bet Rook wouldn't mind capturing these.
But
These weapons would be really useful if someone hadn't bolted them to the wall.
These weapons would be really useful if it weren't just, sprites.
Well, any cult that worships sea monkeys can't be all bad.
I'm guessing I can't go across this hall, but I'm gonna try anyway. I can. Okay. Huh. Alright. So I may not have everything I need. Unless... No. But what if... No. What if I just use the bandana on the pot and hope for the best?
Well, that's not gonna work.
It didn't work. Who would have thought?
Well, that's not gonna work.
Well, let's see what happens when I pop out and immediately get killed by the chameleon. By the way, let's save our game, too. And let's call this save file Getting Ahead of Ourselves. Oh no!
In case you've forgotten, the fourth rule of a PI is don't get caught. Maybe you should get the chameleon to leave the main hall before you stroll in.
That is some interesting inflection. The don't get caught. Okay. Looks like we're gonna have to take a couple trips around the block, see if we haven't picked up something somewhere, because I'm pretty sure I've picked up everything I need from GRS. There might be something in the electronics shop, because usually in this game when there's something that you need... But the answer is no. I will not be able to rely on the electronic shop. So I wonder if there's something that I just passed by. Okay, so as I thought I had looked at everything, I should have looked closer at the sprite on the wall.
I don't want to know what the chameleon uses this V-clamp for.
And how he manages to just shove it against the wall, and how it's just floating there. Now, does that combine with the bandana? It does not. Okay, clearly the lesson that I need to learn in this game is that items are incredibly well hidden. Sometimes. Sometimes they are very obvious, but sometimes they are, like, embedded in the middle of the wall. Ah, like this thing that I've passed by several times. But apparently if you look really, really awfully close, there is this thing.
This gargoyle's only got one eye, and it looks removable.
See, that would have been useful to know if I clicked on the gargoyle and text said that. And also, a bungee cord. This is apparently a bungee cord in the wall. Alright, let's pick this up.
Looks like a perfectly harmless bungee cord. It's probably used by the cult as some kind of diabolical torture device.
And now let's combine the bungee cord with the clamp. And the clamp bungee cord slingshot with the gemstone. And the match with the lethal cigarette, which probably is a little... Like, I don't think you would really want to light it now, considering how dangerous the lit cigarette is actually supposed to be. But the trap is set. And now, in theory, he will leave the room. And then I can use the cigarette on the ashtray.
Okay, the cigarette's in place. Now if you'll just go for it. Yeah, here he comes. Come on. Come on. Over to the table for some real smoking enjoyment. He's got it. That's it. Smoke away, sucker. Gotcha.
I like how he got the play-by-play of just Tex's flat image.
Didn't anyone ever tell you these things can kill you?
He seems to be lounging very comfortably on the floor.
Viral powder in my cigarette. Very clever. You're a worthy opponent.
Well, you know, I think the world would be a much nicer place without people like you. People who go around stuffing other people's heads into water coolers.
But you've accomplished nothing. Except now, I'll be a martyr in the new order. And you'll die with all the other vermin in the great alluvion. And when the earth has returned to a state of perfection, and the purified races return after the waiting, my name will live forever.
Yeah, I guess that's good in theory. Too bad you won't be around to enjoy it.
Yep. This guy's taking a really long time to die in comparison to the test subject.
I would die 1,000 times to help fulfill the sacred prophecy. Enjoy your victory while you can, Murphy. Tomorrow night, you will die.
Okay, that is actually kind of
Got a
awesome.
lucky break getting rid of the chameleon this easy. Death is always an ugly business, but if anyone deserved it, he did. Now I've got to get Elena out of the force field.
Alright, is there a convenient button for said force field?
Renaissance couple returning an overdue library book.
Yep, that's exactly what that is.
Looking at this painting reminds me of the time that girl told me I had Roman hands. I won't be needing this ashtray. This whole incident has almost convinced me to stop smoking.
Almost.
A shield. Reminds me of my deodorant soap. Being a man doesn't mean you have to smell like one.
Does that mean that the deodorant commercial feels that men naturally smell bad?
I've always enjoyed flipping switches, especially when I'm not absolutely certain what the switch does.
Tex! I knew you'd come. That monster came to the motel. He looked just like you. So I opened the door. He must have knocked me out. It was terrible, the things he said to me. Oh, Tex, hold me. Kiss me.
Yeah, pointless trivia. Spoiler, she never shows up in any Tex Murphy game ever again. Gumshoe motto.
Sorry, Elena. But like I was told long ago, guns don't kill detectives. Love does. Besides, every time I look at you, I can't help but think of your sister, and that gives me a stomachache.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good recipe for any sort of relationship.
I think I'm in love with you.
I'm a love city.
Look, I'm sorry, but I've been burned a few too many times. And your sister was a real flamethrower.
Are you sure there's nothing I can do to make you stay?
Do you play Twisty? Never mind.
Pious excuse. Let's break it gently.
Look, don't get me wrong, Elena. I think you're as cute as a button. But right now, I got a job to do, and I've got to do it alone. Unless I stop the cult from executing their plan, we're all gonna be toast.
Men worth having are always running off. Maybe it wouldn't work out for us anyway. If they don't kill you, let me buy you a drink. I owe you a big one.
I am perfectly fine for that.
Well, maybe someday you can buy me one of those 46-ounce super gulpers. What I really need right now is a good lead.
Like a way to get onto the Moonchild,
Chameleon
more
said that he was
specifically.
supposed to meet up with someone named Feral Puss at a place called the Broken Skull. Does that help?
Yeah, it does, as a matter of fact.
He summoned to his presence 1,000 hale and light-hearted friends to the deep seclusion of one of his castellated abbeys. This was an extensive and magnificent structure, the creation of the prince's own eccentric yet august taste. A strong and lofty wall girdled it in. Without was the Red Death.
Is that the final group?
Yes, brother. Everyone has arrived.
And all the provisions are stored. What about the wine? We hadn't received the shipment when I last checked the inventory.
All is in order, brother. We have sufficient supplies to take us into the next century.
Excellent. I will notify the master that everything is prepared. The celebration is set to begin at the appointed hour.
Do I just... Okay, for some... Let's go to the Broken Skull. Let's not go to the Broken Skull, because I'm pretty sure if I just go there, I will be killed immediately. Let's go to Tex's office. Save our game, because if I remember correctly, the Broken Skull person does try to kill you. Off planet. So let us travel to the Broken Skull now, and hope for the best. But yeah, I believe the secretary there, who is basically is she a secretary, bartender?
The way station is small, with a diameter of maybe 5,000 meters. I have no problem finding the Broken Skull, which turns out to be a typical off-world saloon. The kind of place where all the booze is watered down, the prices are tripled, and the waitresses all have fresh stitches on their forehead. It's strangely quiet, though, and the dame behind the bar looks like she'd just as soon cut my throat as pour me a drink.
So what'll you have?
Order a manly drink for men. Or do I do a sneaky bribe? I think this is the place that does accept bribes.
I got a $100 bill right here. Says you like to talk to strangers.
Are you a cop?
No, I'm no stinking cop.
I'm with
a
the
seeker of
cult.
purity. Will abide no defect in spirit or form.
Yeah, whatever. Do you want a drink? You know, we don't take American Express. Cash customers only.
The only choices are American Express or cash. Credit card humor?
Thought the place looked familiar. I must have seen it in a Visa commercial.
Very amusing. What brought you here?
Cult bluff
I
again?
am a seeker of purity. Will abide no defect in spirit or form.
Yeah, whatever. Do you want a drink?
Okay, I have cycled.
You know, we don't take American Express.
I have cycled back to credit card.
Thought the place looked familiar.
Very.
Dig for information?
Looking for some friends of mine who came here a while ago.
A lot of people come and go here.
A casual bribe? A no-nonsense bribe? Or a sleazy bribe? I'll go with the casual bribe.
I got a $100 bill. It's all dirty and crumpled. Could you toss it in the trash for me?
Put your money where your mouth is, Rockefeller.
Do I have money? $100 bill. I do.
Okay, moneybags. One question.
Bluffing name dropper. Interested in transportation. Info on the folks from GRS. Interested. Okay, I think interested in transportation is what I want because I want to get onto the Moonchild. Alternatively, name dropper might be the thing because
I'm here to meet someone. The Chameleon sent me.
Do you have the token?
the token?
Maybe. Give me a hint on the type of token you're looking for.
Wrong answer, friend. I'm afraid that your visit here is going to be permanent.
I shouldn't have to remind you, Murphy. Never underestimate a woman with an attitude.
Okay, so I have to have a token of some kind. Also, her gun literally disappeared out of her hand when she shot me.
Okay, moneybags.
Alright, so apparently I'm supposed to
Can
first...
you help me find a ride to the Moonchild?
Do you have the token?
So I should say I'm unprepared.
Let me check. No, I must be in my other overcoat.
Look, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I mean, maybe you're one of us, and maybe you're just an idiot. Go find your token. If you come back here without it, don't plan on leaving.
Alright, so first I have to talk to her to discover that I don't have the token. Now let us go to the roadside motel once again. By the way, the walkthrough that I'm using to save myself a little bit of time and heartache is in the description
something?
below. Yes, to ask you out on a date.
The Chameleon said something about using an old silver dollar as a token.
Which I don't exactly know how you'd actually find that out without going to every single person you've really been to. But let's talk to Rook. To be fair, I suppose Rook would make the most sense of any of the characters for having anything old, as he is the owner of an antique
Judas
shop.
Murphy, can't you find something else to do besides bothering me?
Besides bothering me?
Yeah, I've got a couple of old Susan B. Anthony silver dollars in my coin collection. They're pretty expensive. I guess I do owe you something.
You do owe me something. So basically, it's just a regular silver dollar. Which I suppose if they're rare, that makes sense, but still, it seems like you're relying on something that is accessible to everybody to acquire. So let us go to, again, Tex's office so we can save our game.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Sure.
Yeah, it went through the wash, but I think it'll work.
Well, let's see it. I haven't done it all day.
Check out this fine Susan B. Anthony dollar.
Okay. Go knock on that door and say Jax or better. The man you need to see is in there.
I walk down a hall and look at the name tag on the door. Barrel Puff. Must be a charming guy. I call out the password and a gravelly, grating voice calls loudly for me to come in. As I step into the back room, I'm blasted by an aromatic wave of cigar smoke, alcohol, fish, and body sweat. The combination almost knocks me out. The room is empty except for a bloated hog of a man who seems to be the source of all the foul odors.
I ain't seen you here before. Who the hell are you?
I'm Tex Murphy. Friendly, sort of. Or,
My friends call me Tex. You can call me Mr. Murphy, unless you'd like to be my friend.
You know, I made a bet that you wasn't stupid enough to use your real name. I guess we both lose, Murphy.
You know, Mr. Puss, it's not only rude, but it's also illegal to point a Lester flame rod at a total stranger.
Ha! You're not a total stranger. I've been waiting for you for a while now. Though I thought you was gonna come up with that chameleon.
So you're disappointed the chameleon isn't here, huh? Why? Was he your girlfriend?
Hell, I ought to blow your head off right now. But I ain't gonna. I like watching you sweat.
You know, I bet you do. Probably makes your own body odor less noticeable.
Watch your mouth, boy, or I'll blow your damn head off. My boss told me that when you got here, I should take care of you. Now sit down!
I'm impressed that I'm actually still alive
Mai Tai
at
with
this
two
moment.
umbrellas and a nice plate of those cocktail weenies.
I don't think so. I think you wanted me to slit your throat. But there ain't no sport in that. So I'm gonna give you a chance to beat the odds.
Oh, okay.
I've beaten a few odds in my time.
I'll guarantee you haven't beaten this.
That is a very slow-moving table.
I call it the Farrellette table. 3 of them balls are hollow, and there's a spy drone in each one. They're little robotic arachnids with nasty stingers.
Well, dare I ask what's in the 4th ball?
Inside that one is part of a ticket to the Moonchild. I'll mix them around. Then you just have to pick the ball with the ticket and open it up. Do that 4 times, and I'll take you to the Moonchild.
Okay. At least
Sounds like
he's
the old
giving me
shell
a
game to me.
sporting a chance, but...
Close enough. Here's the ball with the ticket. Let's play.
Okay.
Okay, pick a ball. Any ball.
Is it this one? Nope. That ball is death.
Finish up this lousy shell game and let's get on with it.
I agree there. Mr. Jones. Now, I suppose here's a question. Like, what if he's just not honest? What if he tells you, points to the wrong ball? I never really thought about that.
Beginner's luck. Let's see how you do this time.
Is that the exact same clip?
Damn it. I guess I need to speed up the balls a little bit. Well, 3rd time's the charm. For me.
Okay. I'm just using the guide for that one.
Lucky today, aren't we? I can't wait to see a spy drone tear your head off. No one's gotten this far before, Murphy. It'd be a real shame if you screwed up now.
So is it really a sporting chance if nobody has succeeded? I mean... Like, you're saying you're giving me the sporting chance to save my own life, but if the trap has a 100% fail rate, then is it really a sporting chance?
Damn you, Murphy! I wanted to see you die! But we did make a deal. I'm taking a few people up to the Moonchild in a couple of hours. You can go with us. I have some business to take care of. Wait at the bar until we leave. Drinks are on me. Be sure to ask for the house special. It's my favorite.
I have a feeling the
Sit
house
down, brother.
special will just get me
On
killed.
the house.
All right.
Thanks. Make it bourbon neat. So, when we leaving?
Oh, it won't be long now. The purification will be tomorrow at midnight.
Well, luckily I am a cult member, and since you are also a cult member, we can be cult.
Finally, the holy prophecies are coming true. By the way, Farrell told me to ask about the house special.
Oh, really? Well, Farrell's always been partial to the house special. Here you go.
Invite to join in?
This ought to hit the spot. Are you gonna join me?
Oh, no, it's a little strong for me. It's a man's drink.
Though I believe it'll actually knock Tex out. If I remember
Oh,
correctly.
you're Tex Murphy. Well, we're gonna make your trip as comfortable as possible. Nighty-night!
Truly the most mature of humor, mooning the cults.
The figure was tall and gaunt, and in the costume and bearing of the stranger neither wit nor propriety existed. There are chords in the hearts of the most reckless, which cannot be touched without emotion. Even with the utterly lost, to whom life and death are equally jests, there are matters of which no jest can be made.